For the class today, all we're going to be using is a Theraband. You might want to go for kind of a medium, maybe kind of slightly lighter tension. We're going to start with that Theraband wrapped around your rib cage. Try to keep it nice and flat. Cross it in the front. And you're going to hold it in your hands with your elbows kind of resting right by your waist, palms up toward the ceiling. And we're going to start with just some breathing. So take a deep inhale. And exhale. Another deep breath. Feel how that Theraband is expanding out to the sides, being pushed out by your rib cage. And then as you exhale, feel that Theraband wrap further in. Another deep breath. Going here for 3. Breathing in towards the back of your ribs. Exhale, knitting those front ribs closer in. Last 2. Final 1. After that last breath, you can uncross the Theraband, but still hold on to it in your hands. Palms are still facing up. You're going to have your knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Reach your arms long and forward, and you're going to exhale, tuck that pelvis and roll back halfway. Inhale, and then exhale to roll back up. Now here, the closer in towards your rib cage you're holding the Theraband, the more tension you're going to have. So play around with that. Find a spot that feels good for you. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale at that halfway mark. And then exhale to roll back up. Going here for 6. 5. 3. And on this next one, you're going to roll back halfway and hold it there. Reach your arms nice and long. Make sure you already have a bit of tension here on that Theraband. And you're going to bend your elbows in. And then reach your arms back out long. Doing circulatory motion here. Keep drawing those low abs further in towards your spine. Keep those back ribs pressing against the Theraband. Going here for 6. 'Looking good. We've got 4. Making sure that you're taking your time as your elbows draw back in towards your waist. 4, 2. And on this last one, hold your arms out long. You're going to open your arms out to a wide V and narrow them back in. Wide V, narrowed back in. 4, 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold your arms out on this last one, drawing little tiny circles with those hands. Going for 5. And then we're switching the direction of that circle in 3, in 2, in 1, and change directions. 4, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Narrow those arms back in, sit all the way back up. Fix that Theraband if you need to. We got one last variation here. Keep your arms long, and as you exhale, roll back halfway. We're going to go for our diagonal flies. So first you're going to open that right hand down, left hand up, creating this diagonal line between your hands. Coming right back to center, and then switch sides. Center, switch, and we're going to start adding a rotation with your chest. When your right hand opens down, you twist your chest to the right, back to center, and then to the left. Center. Trying to keep those hands in. We've got 4. 3. 2. Last one to each side. And once you're evened out, sit all the way back up. Grab that Theraband. You're going to lie all the way down on the mat. You're going to have your tailbone nice and heavy. Make sure you've still got a bit of space between your low back and the mat. Looking good. And then here, you're going to interlace your hands behind your head. Place that Theraband off to the side, but somewhere within reach. We're going to start with some curl-ups. So as you exhale, tuck your chin, lift your chest up to the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, and then inhale to rest your head back down. We're doing 7 more here like this. Making sure that you're keeping your head heavy in your hands. Your elbows are pulling forward for these last 5. And 3. 2. Hold on this last one. Can you draw those little abs further in? Curl up a tiny inch higher. And then come all the way back down. Bring your right leg into tabletop. Left leg comes up to meet it. You're going to have your hands pressing against the top of your thighs, just underneath your knees. Feel how those upper abs start to engage already with this. Make sure your knees stay directly over your hips. If you're funky today, you can always go for a floppy tabletop. And we're going to do tiny pelvic tucks. So as you exhale, tuck your pelvis, pressing your low back down to the mat, pressing your thighs further away from you, but not letting those knees move. Inhale and rock back to center and neutral. Exhale, pelvis tucks. Feel your thighs pressing into your hands, hands into your thighs, but they are not moving. And then inhale, rock back to neutral. Last 5 here. Nice and steady, going at your own pace. We've got 3. 2. And last one. Coming right back into neutral. Keep your legs in that tabletop. Hands come back behind your head. You're going to exhale to curl up. Keep that chest lifted here. Feel free to reach your arms long if that feels good for you. And we're going to go back into those pelvic tucks. So you're going to exhale, tuck that pelvis. Inhale, rock back into neutral. Exhale, pelvis tucks. Inhale, neutral. 4, 5. Can you lift your chest up a tiny inch further? And 3. And after that last one, come right back into neutral. Bring your feet down, rest your head down. Nice deep breath. You're going to grab that Theraband once more. Place the Theraband just underneath your feet. Make sure it's pretty evened out. And from there, you're going to have your legs in tabletop. Holding onto the end of the Theraband. Again, holding as much tension as you want. Keep your legs in tabletop. All you're going to do is curl up, reach those arms nice and long, and then inhale. Rest your head back down, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, tuck your chin, slow up. Inhale, rest your head back down, arms reach up overhead. Arms come down, curling up for these last 5. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears, your rib cage knitted together when your arms go up overhead. Last 2. And on this next one, you're going to hold that curl up as high as feels good for you. Keep your legs in tabletop. Grab a little closer in that Theraband. Come up a tiny inch higher, and we're going to go for the bicep curls. So elbows bend, and slowly straighten. Bend, and straighten. So here you want to super slowly straighten those elbows out. That way we're finding length in your bicep as we strengthen. Going 4, 4. 3. 1. Rest your feet down, rest your head down for a breath. And then bring those legs right back into tabletop. Exhale to curl up, opening your arms out to that wide V and drawing it back in. Wide V, drawing it back in. If it feels good for you, adding that rotation with your diagonal fly, alternating from side to side. You always twist to the hand that's going down to the floor. Going here for 3. 2. 1. Once you're back to center, you're going to rest your feet down, rest your head. This time the Theraband is going to go around your thighs. Make sure it's above your knees. And again here, play with how tight you want it to be. The tighter it is, the more challenging it's going to be for the exercises. Suggestion, don't do a knot or you're going to spend more time trying to get out of it. Go for a little bow. You're going to start with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Again, about as wide as your sit bones so you can fit your fists between them. Arms long beside you. Exhale, tuck your pelvis and peel up into your bridge. We're going to do 8 here, finding this really nice articulation of your spine. Trying to tap each vertebrae down 1 bone at a time and lift it up 1 bone at a time. Knees reach long over your toes so your hamstrings and glutes are engaging here. Three. 2. And on this next one, you're going to hold that bridge at the top. Again, keep those knees reaching long. Tiny pulses up to the ceiling. So squeeze your glutes, lift those hips up a tiny inch. Going here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up here. We're going to go for pulses out to the side against your Theraband. So out, 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 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly melt all the way back down. Nice deep breath. You can bring your knees into your chest, just roll from side to side. We got one last variation here. Bring your feet right back down. Right leg comes up to tabletop. We're going to do single leg bridges with that left leg. Still articulating your spine, lifting 1 vertebrae at a time, but making sure that your right hip doesn't sink down to the floor. Keep that right knee lifting up and slightly forward. And then melt back down. We're going to do 6 more here. Nice and steady, going at your own pace. We've got 4, and 2. Hold it up on this last one. Pulses up, up, up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and melts all the way back down. Bring your right foot down, left leg comes up. We're repeating everything on the opposite side. So slow bridge up and melting right back down. Here again, keeping your hips squared off and level. Don't let your left hip sink down. We've got 5. And 3. Good, and on this last one, you're gonna hold that bridge at the top. Again, keep that left knee reaching up and slightly forward. Pulses with that right leg, up, up, up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way back down. Beautiful. And you're gonna lie down on your stomach. So here, just have that Theraband in front of you overhead. Make sure that you're reaching your legs nice and long. That's going to help you engage your hamstrings and glutes. You then lift those legs just a tiny, tiny inch, centimeter maybe off of the mat. Tuck that pelvis forward so your pubic bone digs into the mat. And then find a nice long line of your spine. Hands are going to be in front of your forehead. Your elbows are going to be bent out to the side. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to lift up into a small extension. And then inhale to rest back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, back down. Beautiful. Here, we're going to do 5 more. 4, 'We've got 2. Hold it on this last one. Beautiful. Tuck that pelvis. Keep those legs long. Really nice. And slowly come back down. You're going to grab that Theraband. Have your arms nice and long. Inhale here, and as you exhale, you're going to lift. Hold it there. Open your arms out to the side and back in. Side and back in. Again, the closer to the center you're holding that Theraband, the more tension it's going to have, the more work it's going to be here. So play around with that, see what feels good for you. We've got 5 more. And 3. Last one. And rest back down. Nice deep breath. We're going to do one more variation here. So again, reach your arms long, legs long. Inhale. And as you exhale, come up. Find a light tension on that Theraband. You're going to bend your elbows, draw that Theraband underneath your chin, and then reach your arms back out long. Again, elbows bend, Theraband draws in, and out long, going here for 6. And 4. Two. Last one. Reach your arms long and melt. Excellent. Nice deep breath. Good. So for here, you're going to carefully come right back onto all fours. You're going to have your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Again, you're holding on to that Theraband with your hands. Once you find that nice long line of your spine, you're going to tuck your toes. Exhale to draw those low abs in towards your spine and hover your knees off. We're going to hold your knees in a hover for 30 seconds. Good. Keep those low abs drawing in. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Looking good. 15 seconds. Drawing it up. Excellent. Going here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And carefully bring those knees down. Nice deep breath. Good. We're going to do 30 more seconds. Lift. Keep drawing those little abs in towards your spine. Don't let your spine or sink. Find a neutral here. So the crown of your head and tailbone are reaching long away from each other. Good. Going here just for 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and carefully come down. Nice deep breath. Good. And from here, you're going to once more find that nice neutral quadruped. You're going to reach your right arm long, left leg long. Bring them both down and switch. Left arm, right leg, and down. Alternating here from side to side. Really nice. Again, if you want to add a bit more tension on the Theraband for your shoulders, feel free to do so. Looking good. We're going to do 3 more to each side. Reaching your fingertips and toes long way for 2. Making sure that when your leg lifts, it doesn't go super high so you crunch in that low back. Think about length, reaching it long. And once you're evened out to the left here, carefully come into a high kneel. Bring your thighs together. We're going to wrap that Theraband around your thighs once more. Again, getting it as tight as feels good for you. And when you tie it, go for a bow rather than a knot. And carefully come right back onto all fours. Finding that nice long neutral line of your spine. Keep your right knee bent. You're going to bring your heel up and down. Left heel up and down. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can have that Theraband around your ankles. Okay. So you were going to keep going just for another 5 more to each side as I retie my Theraband. Think about drawing that heel in towards your butt, so really getting your hamstring and glute to work here. Three more to each side. Two. Hold on this last one. Keep that right heel reaching in and up. Tiny pulses. Going here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, switching sides. Left heel pulses up. Beautiful. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Bring it back down. Nice deep breath. We're going to carefully come all the way up to standing. And from here, we're going to go for some squats. So I want to make sure you've got your feet about hip width apart. Toes are pointing straight forward. You're finding a light press from your thighs into that Theraband. You're going to exhale, come down into your squat. Press into your heels to stand. Down. And stand. Looking good. We're going to do 3 more here, and then we're going to start adding an abduction with your legs. Into, trying to send that butt down and back. And on this next one, you're going to come up, kick that right leg out to the side, squat, stand, left leg, squat, and stand. Beautiful here. We're going to do 8 more to each side. Going at your own pace, making sure that your knees are bending over your heel and ankles when you squat. So again, it's the back of your legs and your glutes working here rather than relying too much on your quads. And when you kick that leg out, make sure you're using the side of your butt. We're not just crunching in that waist. Last 3 to each side. 2, and 1. Once you're evened out to the left, you're going to do that final squat. Stand up, keep your legs straight. You're going to keep your feet again about as wide as your hips. Go for some heel lifts. So we're going to do 15 here. You're just lifting your heels, lowering back down. Nice and steady. Trying to get a really nice articulation of your foot. So you're lifting heel, arch, ball, and then reversing ball, arch, heel. For 10. Keep the crown of your head reaching long and up to the ceiling. Really nice, drawing those low abs in for 5. 4, 3, 2. Keep your heels up on this last one. Beautiful. And we're going to go for some squats here. So without letting those heels drop down, bend your knees, squat, and press back up. Again, trying to keep your knees bending over your heel and ankles as much as possible. Going for 8. And 6. Drawing those low abs in towards your spine here when you squat. For 4. 3. 2. Hold it down here on this last one. Tiny pulses up an inch and down, up an inch and down. Excellent. Going here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. Let those heels come down. Really nice. We're going to come down into your squat once more, holding it down here at the bottom. We're going to go for a little crab walk. So you're going to open 2 feet to the side. And then come back. And over to the right side. And over to the left. Trying to stay as low as you can in that squat. Good. We're going to do 3 more here, and then we're going to start adding some extra work on the ends. Excellent. And next time we're over onto the right side, I want you to hold it there. Tiny pulses, down an inch and up, down an inch and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Walk on over to the left side. Hold the squat. You're going to lift your heels and lower. Heels lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Walk on over to the right. Pulses here. 4, 4, 2, 1. Hold. Walk on over to the left. Heel lift. Looking good. We got 3, 2, 1. Walk on over to the right. We're going to do this 2 more times to each side. Pulsing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walking on over. Excellent. And heels lift. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final set here. Going for those pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk on over. Last bit here. And lift your heels. Lower. Lift. Lower. Really nice. 4, 2, 1. And stand. Nice deep breath. I want you to turn so you're facing your mat the long way. Roll all the way down. Excellent. From here, you're going to hold out that plank. And we're going to go for mountain climbers, drawing one knee in at a time. If the Theraband does not feel very comfortable around your thighs here, feel free to get rid of it. If you want to add a little extra challenge, add flexion of your chest. So you're turning your gaze in towards your knee. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees down and child's pose. Beautiful. Carefully come up. We're going to take that Theraband off. Looking good. And you're going to lie all the way back down. Excellent. From here, you're going to march your right leg into tabletop. Left leg comes up to meet it. Again, you're going to have your knees just over your hips. Spine is nice and neutral. And you're going to open both legs out to the side like a book cover, keeping them bent in that 90 degree. And draw them back in. Legs open. And close. Looking good. If this feels good, you want to add a little extra work in. Bring your hands behind your head. And as you exhale, curl up. Keep that. 5 more here. 3. 2. You can bring your feet down. And we're going to do one more variation here. As you exhale, curl up. Top, left leg up to meet it. We're going to only open your right leg an inch out and back in. Keep hip heavy on the, keeping your right heel hiding behind your right knee. Only opening as far as feels good for you here, as long as you can keep those open. You can straighten that right leg out. Going here, 4, 4, 3, 2. Left leg open. Keeping that. Don't let your right knee open out. And again, left leg out. One. Feet down, rest your head down. Grab your Theraband once more. Place it around your right foot. Holding that leg up. Left leg comes up as well. Keep your right leg straight, left leg straight. Stays up. You're going to send your left leg down and bring it back up. Left leg down and bring it back up. Trying to keep your spine in neutral, that pelvis in neutral, so you're always maintaining a bit of space on the mat. We've got 6 more here. And 4. Two. After this last one, we're going to switch sides. So the Theraband goes around that left arch. Left leg is nice and long, trying to get it straight up to the ceiling. Right leg is long. Leg goes down. And back up. Keeping that pelvis neutral for these last 8. Keeping those front ribs knitted together for 6. And 4. We've got 2. And after that last one, excellent. You can bring those feet back down. Theraband goes off to the side. Interlace your hands. We're going to exhale to curl up. Again, stop. 2 single leg extensions here. So send your right leg out long. If you start to feel your low back jump in and work, bring your leg up a little bit higher. And here. And out to the left, hold your legs in table, rest your head back down. Take an inhale here. Exhale to curl up and keep your chest lifted. You're going to twist your chest to the right and center. And center. Good. Trying to reach your armpit up and over to your opposite knee. And then start adding your opposite leg in. Left, right leg goes long. Twist to the right, left leg goes long. Keeping that bent. We've got 4 more to each side. 3. 2. Once you're evened out, you can bring your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. After that last breath, carefully coming all the way back up. You're going to grab that Theraband once more. And this time you're going to press it down with your feet. So have it resting on the floor. Your feet are on. Make sure they're kind of about maybe an inch or 2 separated. The Theraband is pretty even on both sides. You're holding on to the ends. You're going to lift your arms straight up and forward and lower them back down. Arms go straight up and forward, slowly lowering them back down. We've got 6 more here. Again, the closer down towards your feet you're holding that Theraband, the more tension it's going to have. We've got 4. 2. And after that last one, open your arms out to a T. 4, 6. Good. 3, 2. After that last one, you're going to keep the Theraband underneath your right foot, and we're going to go for some reverse lunges here. So you're still holding on to that Theraband. If you have your hands on your hips, you're going to swing your left leg back, bend, tap, and come back up. Swing that left leg back, bend, and come back up. Try not to rest your knee down on the mat. Maybe you just gently tap and lift back up. Going here, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on this last one. You're going to lean that chest forward. You can bring your hands onto your thigh. You're straightening that left leg. Bend it back down. Straighten and bend. Gently tapping your left knee down on the mat. 4, 5. And 3. You're going to hold that back leg straight on this last one. Tiny pulses, down an inch and up, down an inch and up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on this last one. You're going to grab that Theraband. Go for little bicep curls. Elbows bend, straighten, bend, and straighten here. 4, 6. And 4, 2. After that last one, straighten that right leg for an inhale. And carefully come back down. You're going to hinge that chest forward and back. Forward an inch and back. Again, feel free to have your hands on that right thigh for a little assistance here. Beautiful. We've got 3, 2. After that last one, carefully come all the way up. We're switching sides. Left foot is on top of that Theraband. You can have your hands on your... And you're going to swing that right leg back, tap, and up. Right leg back, tap, and up. Going here, 4, 6. And 4. 2. Hold it on this last one. You can bring your hands onto your thighs, straightening that right leg and tapping that knee back down. Straighten and bend. 4, 5, 3, 2. Hold on this last one. Pulses up an inch and down, up an inch and down. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. You're going to have your elbows softly bent. And here you're going to open your arms out and draw them back in. Arms open out and draw back in. Going for little reverse flies here. Have your palms facing down. 4, 6, 4, 2. After that last one, hands on your thighs, you're leaning that chest forward an inch and up an inch. Forward an inch and up, keeping that spine nice and long. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and carefully come all the way back up. You can toss that Theraband off the side. Turn so you're facing your mat the long way. And from here, you're going to roll all the way down, walking out into your plank. And hold it here, finding a nice long line. Excellent. You're going to pike your butt up and roll back out into your plank. Pike and back out. 6 more here. Four, 2, 1. Hold the plank here for 15 seconds. 10 seconds, drawing those low abs further in, tucking that pelvis slightly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees come down. Sink into a child's pose. Beautiful here. You carefully come to kneeling. You're going to cross your right arm over your chest, getting a nice stretch here in that right shoulder. And then switch sides. Carefully come all the way up to standing. You're going to interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your arms back, finding a nice stretch in the front of your chest and the front of your shoulders. Maybe bend your knees, lean that chest forward, helping you find a little deeper stretch in the front of your shoulders specifically. You're going to wrap your hands behind your thighs, arch your spine up towards the ceiling, getting this nice stretch in that upper and mid back. Beautiful. Carefully come all the way up. Cross your right ankle over that left knee and carefully sit back into your figure 4. Feel free to do this lying down, crossing your right ankle over your left knee and drawing that left thigh in towards your chest. Nice deep breath here. And switch sides. Flaring the sits bones back. You can press that knee down towards the mat, adding a little extra sensation on the outside of your hip and that butt. Excellent. Carefully coming up. Shake everything off. And we are done. So this is Friday Flow using the Theraband. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a good night.